Hey guys, Vermont Derek here. It's part 2 of a great day. I got a 4-ring, had a 4-ring day. I just couldn't fill it all in. If you haven't seen part 1 is right there or there, one of the sides. I'm not sure what side it's going to put it up on. Yeah, make sure you check out part 1 where I found the D-ring. I noticed that I kept having it backwards or upside down. I'm not sure how it comes out on the... yeah, I kept looking like it was backwards, so that's right side up for me or whatever. So I found the D-ring in that episode there. So if you haven't seen part 1, make sure you check out part 1 first and then come back here. In this video I go over a little bit about our pit bull's dangerous. That's why I did the live episode. I did the live after I had this confrontation on the beach, or I wouldn't really call it a confrontation. After I had this, well, you'll see what it is in the video here. So enjoy this part 2 of a pretty epic day. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. Oh, and I almost forgot, guys. If you like my videos, please give me the thumbs up and press the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified. Now, on the bell, there's when you tap the bell, it'll say personal or all. And then tap the all. That way whenever I put out a video or if I put out a post or a comment, it'll let you know whenever I have any activity on my page. So I'd appreciate it if you subscribe if you like my content. If not, okay. 14 through 16, and it had a grunt, so most likely a bottle cap. Bottle cap. Guys, so I have a signal here. It's a 12-13 with a massive grunt when you pull off it. I'm gonna change the settings from what my normal settings are. You hold this middle button down, FE, watch. FE, no, I'm gonna go to F2 9, which is the highest discrimination with the newest setting, right? Listen. Now it's just like gurk, 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 gurk. So what I'm gonna do, it's all grunts. It sounds like a bottle cap or a pull tab or something that's just not gold, right? I'm gonna dig this just to show you how you can have the settings, and you don't have to dig these bottle caps, guys. I dig, like the last disc gold ring I dug because I could have left it because of the grunts, but I like digging some of the ones. This one clearly I would not dig it, but I want to show you how it's a bottle cap, and you can use these FE9, the F29 setting. Look. Oh, if that's not freaking, like, if you're not blessed with 3 like horseshoes facing up, triangle horseshoes, what? But I wanted you to see the setting, so I leave my setting on FE6. That's the factory setting. I leave it right there, and then I decide on the fly whether I want to dig it or not. Check out that group of people out on that massively far sandbar. This is too deep, guys. Watch. This goes down fast. Small little jellyfish. This goes down like down, 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 down. I can't reach now. Oh my god. And I got an 11-12. This is one of those comedy ones where you try to dig because it's right at the end of your dig range. Let's see if we can dig it. It's an 11-12. You don't want to ever leave an 11-12, especially where I'm at the bottom of the beach. And it buried itself. There's hardly any signal, and I can't pull back on the scoop because I'm so deep. It's just bad. I gotta kind of swim back with the handle. It's grunting at me pretty hardcore to where I could leave it and feel comfortable that it's a pull tab, but I'm gonna try to get it. I am literally swimming right now. Got it, or got that scoop. Dang it. Alright, I gotta leave it. 13 with a grunt. I'm leaving it. Too much to dig it up. $25, $26, there was a grunt right behind it. $24, $25, it's most like 95% sure it's a dime. Pure shells. What I'm going to do is come over here, make sure that there's no sound, and then I'm just going to spread it out. And then you hope you can get it. Without anywhere near as much stuff in it. Like that. And then it would obviously take less time to find what it is. And it's a dime. A nice black dime. Hey, another thing I want to point out is if you guys are out here during low tide and you're not going to be able to get to these deeper targets except for during low tide, then hunt the deeper line and leave the target line that you're going to be able to get during high tide. There's so many boats out here, guys, that it's wavy almost always. But let's say this is as deep as I can go, right? Maybe you want to go along this deep line and then come in the morning when it's high tide and then get that line where it's, yeah, it's deep, but it's not accessible. So pull tab. There's a 1, guys. Piece of can slaw. The odds of me finding that are slim. Nickel. I just found the nickel, and this is a chirpy 26 to 30, so you guys can imagine that this is a little bit of a coin spill maybe. I'll look, but I put the coil in the hole so I don't lose the hole. And I'm not guessing that I have it in here. It's gonna be a quarter. And now I've got the coil in the hole. So I like to go into the same hole when you can't hear it. Now it says I got it. I don't hear any grunts or anything, so most likely I got a quarter in here somewhere. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm gonna dump it right here. Oh yeah. Not sure how I didn't see that quarter in there. There's the quarter. Alright guys, this is just me going up to this girl after what we call now, it's kind of hilarious if you had a name like Karen, for somebody to call you Karen, but it's just a white lady with nothing better to do than bother other people is why they've given her the moniker Karen. But this is an irate Karen that was yelling at this lady for having her dog at the beach, and she called it an aggressive breed or something. I don't know. I overheard it enough for me to turn on my camera, and I wanted to go over and chat with the young lady about her dog. Her dog looked very playful, looked like he was having a good time, and I just wanted to chat with this young lady. But she was so distraught from this Karen that she thought I was attacking her as well. And I really wanted to just go over and talk to her about her dog. And then with her having an attitude towards me, which is what's wrong with the world, guys, you've got to listen to what people are saying before you get aggressive. If your life's so bad to where you're always lashing out at everyone around you, or you think that people are always lashing out at you, you're very insecure. Well, those insecurities will reflect, and then your dog will feel those insecurities as well, and then your dog will become the alpha, and then your dog will become dangerous. You won't be able to control your dog. This girl's big enough to where she can hold her dog back. She's got the proper harnesses on. But here in Pinellas County, there's two beaches, Fort DeSoto Beach and then Honeymoon Island State Beach, that you're allowed to have a dog at. Also notice at the end of this, where I tried to call her, right? I tried to call her back. She was just totally upset. She took off. But when the guy went by with the dog in the back of his bike, he had a kid's carrier and he had his dog in the back of the kid carrier riding by on the bike. Notice how she had to point out that that guy had a dog too. Well, if somebody else is breaking the law, that does not mean you can break the law as well. So just because they're breaking the law doesn't mean you can as well. And that's also another problem with the world, because there's so many people doing the wrong thing. Does that make it right for you to do the wrong thing? No. Do the right thing when nobody's looking. So look at it, guys, somebody that had nothing better to do in her life. Guys, I want to meet this young lady because that lady's just absolutely crazy. What did she just call your dog? An attack dog. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen, guys. Pit bulls are the kindest dogs ever. Pit bulls are the kindest dogs ever, for real. But if you can't handle your dog like she just let the dog bark at me like that, then maybe you shouldn't bring the dog to the beach, right? That's the reason why pit bulls get a bad name, right? So she's too timid to handle her dog. Her dog is definitely a breed that'll hurt somebody if you don't know how to control it. And you should definitely know how to control it. That dog didn't scare me one bit, but that lady came over to like bother her. But that's absolutely why they're not allowed No dogs are allowed on Pinellas County beaches, guys. Fort DeSoto, there's a couple beaches that actually allow dogs on the beach. Hey! Hey! Ma'am! Dogs are not allowed on Pinellas County beaches. That's interesting. That's two pieces of this fence that I've found. A really big 20. I'm not sure, but it's a really big 20. That's a really big 20. $16, $17. First scoop. Good. Sounds like a bottle cap. What the fuck is going on? I never would have guessed that. Not as hard as it was to dig up, right? Tungsten, that's two for the day. What? Oh, I was supposed to hold it up for the camera a little bit better. Tungsten. It's 20 through 28. It sounds like a can bottom. Super loud. Sounds like it's right on the surface. 13 through 28. Again, sounds like a can, a buried can. Says I got it. I don't assume that that is it. But what I will do is keep it. It's maybe off a sunken ship or something. Definitely not natural. So I'll throw that in the bag. And I don't hear anything else, so that was definitely it. Piece off a ship or something. You guys weren't even watching that. Number 3 for the day. It's probably cool looking. It's got a cool pattern on it that's all covered up, but number 3 for the day. $33. Sounds more like silver than you could ever ask for. God, I wish I had the camera on. This little kid just came out of the water screaming like, I can't even describe to you what he was screaming like. Oh my God, there's a silver ring, just like I said. Look at that. More like silver than you could ever ask for. What? That's number 4. What? That's amazing. Number 4. Look at that. What? Oh my God. I don't know what to say about the kids nowadays, guys. They're definitely not as tough as the normal kids. Alright guys, that's it. 4 rings for all day. That was part 2. If you hadn't seen part 1, I'll put it up at the end here as well. Love you guys. That's little man. Not so little anymore.